Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm your host, Colors Fade. This is more of an update progress video than some of my past stuff. I'm putting it in the timeline with the other Wrath of the Righteous videos. As you may have remembered, I kind of rage quit this game, and I still have a lot of problems with it. But what I said at the end of that last video was I was going to take this offline and basically re-roll a character and start over. So I did. And I'm a lot further than I was last time. In fact, we're at the end of one of these little dungeons here, and I wanted to show you kind of what my character is like and what we're doing here. This is the character I've rolled, a chaotic good elf. You all know I love battle mages, so that's basically what it is. But I've learned a couple of things. Normally what I do is play a straight up Eldritch Knight, Wizard Thessalonian Specialist, as at the start of this video series, with Envy, which basically gives you your prohibited schools are evocation and necromancy, because I don't ever intend on using any of those spells. But what I did is added one level of rogue eldritch scoundrel for this sneak attack, and also because it gives you weapon finesse for free. But the sneak attack is the reason to do it, and you may be saying, what the heck are you doing? Well, it basically works out like this. Down here, accomplished sneak attacker, and then later mythic sneak attacker. It's a 2-weapon fighting class focused on a short sword. And in previous versions of Dungeons and Dragons games, like Neverwinter Nights 2, it made a lot of sense to either do short swords or rapiers and kind of go down the critical focus path, focusing on doing critical hits. And in fact, I do have one feat in improved critical, but that's not really the focus here. At level 1 of your rogue class, you get the backstab ability. Well, they don't call it backstab anymore. It's sneak attack. All you got to do is be flanking. And then for a single feat, you also get more sneak attack damage. And that feat is way down here. So you go down here and you roll down and you get accomplished sneak attack, which gives you another 1d6. So basically, for one level in Rogue, which has a medium base attack bonus, you do get some spells if you do this Eldritch version of it. So you get some level 1 spells, so it doesn't completely gimp you as a low-level spellcaster. But the big thing is it gives you weapon finesse, base attack bonus medium, sneak attack, and then you get this feat. For all of that little bit of effort, you get basically 2 to 12 extra damage every time you're flanking something, which is most of the time because you're fighting with your party of team members. And then, of course, you can get other feats like outflank and precise strike, which are going to give you, outflank gives you increased your attack rolls, and precise strike is going to give you, this becomes with the mythic path thing, but these are teamwork feats and other people in your team need to take them, or you do it this mythic way and everybody gets access to it. This does an additional 1d6 of precision damage. So my logic here is you're basically doing precision damage every single time you're hitting an enemy. Whereas if you try to focus on critical hits, even with an expanded keen weapon range, at best, you might crit 20% of the time, 25% of the time if you're really lucky. But here you're doing precision damage every time. It just ended up being a lot more, because what I noticed playing this character, this battle mage Eldritch Knight, is that when I was fighting, I was hitting things. I'm hitting things really well. In fact, my attack bonus is basically as good as any of my fighters on my team. But what was happening was they were all doing way more damage to me because I've taken Slayer for my main tank classes, and my archers have abilities that give them rogue damage, and so it's a lot of damage. Anyway, this is the final little part of this dungeon, and I wanted to kind of show you how this is all going to work. We're going to buff our character here. We're gonna add some extra precise damage. We're gonna do this and this. Put blink on, and then we're gonna run in here. Oh, and did we haste ourselves? No, did we? Is that what is this? Blink. Okay, we need to haste ourselves. Oh, and it failed because I couldn't hit myself. Let's do my character over here. Oh no. Why is it failing? Failure chance. 20%. Oh, because of blink. Oh, I should have done blink earlier. Okay. So now we're hasted. Alright. Yeah, you always got to do blink and blink last. So you get this Lilitu, which is not the main bad character Lilitu you've run into before, and ask her who she is and get some experience points and tell you what this shrine was keeping. And she proposes that you go kill the tree, but we have the Azata Mystic Path, and we can say, whoa, no, call upon the tree. So now we're going to get to see our character doing some serious damage, which would be nice. So look at that. Oh my goodness. 33 sneak attack damage. You can get a look at the numbers. We got that blitz cut. So we would have done 14 damage without that one level in rogue. And 1 feat, basically. 2 feats. But you do an additional 16 because of 66 piercing sneak attack damage. I mean, to me that's total. Look at that. 37 sneak attack, 40 sneak damage. To me, it's totally worth it to take 1 level of rogue so that you can get that ability. Of course, the reward here is a bunch of spells. Bear's Endurance Mass, Scroll of Blessing of the Salamander, and Scroll of Eyebite. Each round, you can target a single living creature, striking it with waves of power. Depending on the target's hit dice, that attack has multiple effects. Wow. Nice. It's a necromancy scroll, so I can't use it. But the tree died, and so now we're going to exit with our party. Land was fleet of foot and was over here very quickly. I don't think there's anything over in this direction. I think we have to go back this way to get off this map. So that was a little colored puzzle room. Another one of those little puzzle type things. But the point is I wanted to show that character and show what's going on. I've been playing this game side by side with Pathfinder Kingmaker, trying to give Kingmaker another chance too, because I rage quit that game when my kingdom failed. The second time through, I put my kingdom on the easiest mode of management. The thing with Kingmaker and this game, with its crusade management system, is that you can turn off these features, but that locks you out of a lot of content, and it can screw up save games as far as preventing you from progressing because of bugs. Kingmaker has reported that. People have reported that with Wrath of Righteous, so I don't want to turn those features off. They put these features in the game. I intend to play them. Not a fan of it. But playing it side by side with Kingmaker has given me a lot of insight into both of these games. And really, I still have problems with these things, these secondary parts of the game, because it takes you, the biggest thing to me is it takes you away from doing this, playing with your party. I likened this on Twitter the other day to watching a Star Wars film, and then every 10 minutes it cuts away to a Looney Tunes cartoon with Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny. It's like, what? It's really jarring. But here's one of the bigger problems with Wrath of the Righteous in particular, is that it's very easy for you to get in over your head with this group and lose like all of your marksmen, which are really powerful. And that puts you in a hole. In XCOM and XCOM 2, for instance, if you lose a critical character, it will set you back because now you're going to have to put a rookie in to replace them. And it's going to take a while to build that rookie back up. It's the same kind of thing here, except it's much more punishing here because of the cost of hiring these guys week after week after week after week to build them up to that level. So it makes it a little bit of a problem. Banner of Conquest. Each capture of a demon fort adds 30 days to the time the Banner Conquest stays green. We need to capture another fort here soon. And our options are getting limited. There's these armies down here. You can see there's 354, 288, 243. There's a lot of people there. And there's a demon army here too. 750 and 750. Wow, 750, 750, 750. That's a huge demon army. So I'm not excited about doing that. I don't feel like we're there yet because we're a rank 10, but rank 10 might be as high as it goes. What's this say here? Does it say anything? What's this demon army here? That's kind of small. It's 750, but there's only the one, and then there's 58. And there's this fort. I'm thinking that fort might be the place we need to go to. Unfortunately, these guys can't dimension door. They can't party teleport, so they can't do it. So we got to move them over there. These guys, what does it say here? Claim the reward. I thought I did claim the reward. There was a chest. I opened it. Apparently that was not the reward, so... Oh, is it over... That's the... Okay, let's go back over here. And try to find out what the reward was that we missed claiming. It was kind of a nice little puzzle. I didn't have to look up a guide to figure out how to do it. It was a little... I basically had to draw this on a piece of paper and point arrows to know which one's open, which one you have to raise all these ones up, basically. Yeah, so we do it my way, she says. Okay. Alright, but I don't see anything else. What's the reward? I don't want price. Let's go to date from newest to oldest. Silver ring. Scroll of Eyebite. That's nice stuff, but I don't see that as any of it being a reward. Okay. I've already grabbed those chests over there. That seems a little puzzling. Now I am going to have to look something up because I don't see anything here that suggests. Yeah, dude, claim the reward. Let's go find out. Oh, this is so funny. This is Pathfinder by Owlcat. Choosing the Azata option causes the tree to die and locks you out of completing the quest. If anybody wants to know my opinion on Pathfinder, that basically sums it up. I'm laughing so hard because I'm reading a Reddit forum and the person is saying about something in this game. They're saying, well, that was very poorly communicated. And I thought that could be the subtitle for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. That was very poorly communicated. That's kind of the essence of the game. It could have been done so much better. So I'm going to do this again because I'm highly annoyed that I'm locked out of the quest and I won't be able to complete it because I chose the Azata Mythic Path. So, option. So we're going to come in here and we're going to buff again. And this time we'll we'll buff ourselves. Alright, hold on. It's a weird thing that happens on my computer. Which really kind of stinks. And it happens when I go to wiki pages for games like this, and it causes my computer screen to blink out black for a second or two, and up in the left-hand corner, it'll say HDMI, whatever, something. I don't know why it does that. I don't know what happens in wiki pages. I think it has to do with whatever kind of video ads they're running in their little JavaScript windows, but my HDMI doesn't like it, and it resets. So it's very annoying. So we do want to ask this person who they are because it gives us the experience question. And then we're just going to attack straight up. Oh, that was a nice sneak attack. Critical hit, sneak attack, and another critical hit, sneak attack. Oh, we rocked it. Okay, well, that was... Alright. That was awesome. Oh, and in case anybody's wondering, yeah, what I did for difficulty is this. I started off with normal mode, and then I customized it with... What the heck did I do? I can't remember exactly what I changed in here that caused it. It might have been the respec option. There's something in here that I turned on, and it causes it to go into custom mode. But this is what it looks like. You can see. It's enable character retrain. I don't think that's on normally, and I turned it on and it causes to go in it. But it's basically normal mode. I'm playing normal. I wanted to play on the core rules, but it's core rules are brutal. And here's the thing. I'm not sure that there's a problem with the core rules themselves, the way that Pathfinder set up. I think it's Owlcat's implementation of this particular game. I think they're basically a bad, abusive dungeon master. They have made Kingmaker and this game like you might expect a 10-year-old kid to do it, and not somebody who's a little more adult and wants everybody at the table to have fun. It's more like a kid who's been planning this evil, cruel, sadistic campaign to torture his friends with. And so I don't blame the Pathfinder rule set. I blame it for some things, but not this in particular. So the tree ants here. You've destroyed the pest. The poison is leaving my roots. I'm starting to remember days of blood and fire, days of rage and despair. Sarkoris, my beautiful green Sarkoris, you are no more. I can clearly see that the tablet that I was supposed to guard is broken now. So why am I still here? For whom do I keep guarding this desecrated shrine and its lost truth? I thank you for helping me, esteemed sister. Take this. You haven't gained Rastil's secret knowledge, but you have still passed the trial and earned your reward. Great. What secret did the shrine keep? I do not know that, for I am not an initiated one. I am just a guardian whose duty it was to open the door for those seeking initiation. On the tablet in the shrine, words of wisdom were inscribed, ones that the stag god revealed to his loyal followers. Now the tablet is broken, and everyone who read it is long dead. But our God did not abandon us. I can feel that. He will return to his ravaged sanctuary. Perhaps the day will come when his lost wisdom will no longer be forgotten. The day will come. The day will come when we'll banish every last trace of corruption. Don't abandon your hope, Guardian. Pray for us. We are fighting to bring that day closer. What are you going to do next? It's time for me to sleep. Slumber will heal me. I will sleep and dream of beautiful green Sarkoris. All right, well, farewell, my friend. So, we were able to complete the quest, and that was our reward. Our reward is to get it out of the darn book. So, that's where we're at. I kind of wish I would have started recording when I did this dungeon down here at Blackwater. There is a demon army approaching, it says, and it is approaching from where you can see the thing right there. It's going to the Gloomy Gorge. So, ladies and gentlemen, where are you? Can you get your buns up here? Okay, well, it's good because we just basically wanted to come over here anyway and try to take this fort down here, that one. Let's go try to take these. But this is a problem because if you lose a bunch of these people, if you can't heal them or you lose them because you get outclassed, it could take you a very long time to build them back up, and by then these size 9 demon armies are going to waltz right in and destroy you. So you kind of have to play perfectly in order to win. And I'm not much of a fan of that for obvious reasons. We're going to jet back to Dresden. Yeah, we're going to do this nonsense. You have to keep coming back here and resting here. And this is an oddity when you compare it to Pathfinder Kingmaker, because in Kingmaker you had your private quarters, and when you click on the bed you just rest. It's it's relatively quick. Here, not the same thing. If you rest on this, it forces you to open up this screen, even though nobody's doing any of this stuff. I think because
I can't understand why blood makes some mortals better than others. What do a person's origins have to do with their worth?
Some people's ancestors simply had sharper elbows and better luck than others. And they codified a system whereby they and their descendants would rule over everyone else. Not that I'm complaining, of course.
aristocracy forces you to do this screen, which is really weird because I don't know why they didn't just make it as simple as Kingmaker in that regard. A little bit of a surprise. And then of course, if you want to, it's really odd because you have to click on area exit, accept your team. That part I understand. But then it actually physically takes you to the area exit. I think there should just be an option to go to the world map. The Gloomy Gorge is being besieged, so, which is fine because we're going to come down here and save these guys. So here we go. We're going to do one of these Heroes of Might and Magic light battles, and that might even be an insult to light beer. All right. This thing, who's going to go first? He summons that. Okay, we're just going to shoot these guys. Our archers are really strong, so they can knock out a lot of stuff really quickly. And then we can do a lot of damage to that before the archers. Oh, and that kills that. Yep, and so since the thing was summoned, it's over. Which is nice. And so now we'll move on down to Funkytown. Now, in order to get over there, we gotta spend a lot of time moving. Fortunately, when you get to, I can't remember if it was level 9 or 10 or whenever, but at some point in time you got to a level and your movement points upped from 50 to 65, which was nice. These guys I want to take over to Pitfall. Remember that video game? The Dragon Burial Grounds. Clear a path between the caves. Okay, well, 1 day and 12 hours means we're going to have to rest a couple of times and soak up some corruption. Crusade morale changed by -1. So keep working on that. I've had this green for most of the game, which has been kind of nice.
You're much younger than me, but you seem so much wiser. Sometimes I feel like a child compared to you.
Immortals mature differently than ordinary humans. Even Shaylin's views changed over time. It took her millennia to understand that true beauty is not on the outside, but within.
One of my disappointments the second time playing through, though, with re-rolling my character and starting over, was that I missed Wojif, who I would really like to have on my team. So, oh, and then we have everything in the wrong order here. Like this. Okay. This character is a character that I made. It's a mercenary that I hired because I did not like the second tank options that the game gives you. So what I did with this character is I made it a two-handed fighter. It's got some levels of dragon, 4 levels of dragon's disciple, so I can get up here and get the up over here. So get natural armor, increases strength boosts. It gets 2 strength boosts for +4, so that's how it gets up to this +8 number. And then Blood Rager, it took 1 level of that. Fast movement, Blood Rage. But the big thing was, fighter, two-handed dragon disciple. So I think I want to add a couple levels of I think it's a Slayer class. With the Paladin here, made her Stalwart Defender. What I've been doing, I'm thinking of Slayers. I mentioned that earlier, but the reason I'm thinking about it is because I'm actually using the Slayer classes in Pathfinder Kingmaker, and that reminds me I need to add Slayer classes. Slayer's nice. It gives you, again, backstab damage, or they don't call it backstab anymore. It's sneak attack damage. Flanking damage is really what I think about it like. But it's just adding those Slayer levels to your main fighters. Pretty nice. Give them those. Okay, so we came here. And I can't remember if I left here because it was too hard or what. We're going to give this a try and see what happens. Who is this person? Lethimus. What are you doing, Lethimus? I'm going to buff myself a little bit. She's got 25 armor class until I do this, and it becomes 29. So her armor class with that one spell is better than my off tank. Hers is 40, which is great. And then it's better than everybody else in the game. And then you do this, and now it's 33, and then you can add mirror image, displacement, blink, all that stuff. It makes it really hard for it to hit her. She doesn't have a lot of hit points, but oh, here we go. And we're going to get Venomous Spiders, level 13, magical beasts. Fantastic magical beasts and their problem children. Okay, so I think let's just roll with this for now. And 1 mirror image. Then let's get up here and I meant the whole team. I meant the whole team get up here. And that's really interesting. I wanted to see that. I gave her a mythic ability where if she misses, it does sonic damage to everything around her. So, miss concealment. I like seeing those. This old boy here's got this great sword, which is kind of neat. Got it from this dungeon I was in. It's very kind of futuristic looking great sword because it is a Numerian great sword. That's why I wish I would have shown off that dungeon. The good aligned cold iron part, everybody's weapons have that, and there's a reason for that. You finally get something really cool in this game. You almost should have got this from level 1. The Covenant of the Inheritor. All party members in a 30-foot area get a +2 bonus to caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance. Their weapons become good aligned and count as if they were made of cold iron. So I put that on my frontline paladin. This person, Lithiamus, he's following us as we move our way in here. Oh, how interesting. Oh, athletics. Okay. Off it goes. And where are we going to? Oh, so there's that, and then there's this section down here. What's down here? Anything? More bad guys? Okay. I have the feeling this is some kind of shortcut if we can pull it off. Athletics, very easy. Yes, because you are a badass. What's in here? Some bones, some loot. What is this? Caustic mold. There was a fiberglass factory here. I jest. Uh-oh, this is looking like an area. I do love... See, here's why I'm still playing this game. First of all, I love Dungeons and Dragons, and I love being able to create my class of characters, and I love being able to play Battle Mage and buff the heck out of myself. What happened to all her spells? She's got the one on there, but interesting. Yeah, that's 1 minute per level. But the dungeon designs here are really cool. The part of the problem with the game, though, is that it spends too much time not in dungeons. There's a bunch of locations on the world map where you go into the world map area and there'll be like one enemy or a pack of enemies, and that's all the map offers, and then you're done, you're off. And Kingmaker had a ton of those, and it reminded me so much of Storm of Zehir from Neverwinter Nights 2, and I don't like that. I like it when you can immerse yourself in a big dungeon, but the problem is with this game, it's hard to immerse yourself in it because the corruption makes you want to not stay very long. Okay, Lathamus quickly and greedily looks around the cave. When he touches the walls, his hands tremble. This must be the Sanctum Sanctorum. Perhaps whatever is hidden behind these doors provoked such violent conflict. Or will we find a tomb of forgotten draconic chiefs instead? I must solve this mystery. Would you look at this? Ancient draconic runes. Even I can only guess at their meaning. Simply astonishing. How many centuries old is this place? Lathamus grins, as if he can't quite believe his own luck. And do you see this image? This is Apsu, spreading his wings over a clutch of glowing dragon eggs. His spouse is supposed to be depicted right here next to him, but the image has been defaced. Such blasphemy. Apsu, the Waybringer, is one of the oldest and mightiest creatures in existence. Draconic. Lathamus studies the door for a few moments. Such cunning magic. I've never faced something like this before. I'm afraid it will take some time to unlock this door. Days, perhaps weeks. I'm sure your duty calls you, so I dare not delay you any further. Please accept my sincerest gratitude along with this modest reward. Of course, I'll let you know as soon as I find out how to open this lock. I wouldn't be here without your help, and I promise that we'll enter the chamber together. Perhaps I can help. Knowledge, Arcana check successful. Understanding the significance of the signs and symbols etched deep in the rock proves to be a challenge, but your keen mind is able to grasp a few elusive glimpses of meaning. Child, future world. This is ancient magic. You cannot conquer it with brute force. It will require many days of thoughtful study and examination. Allow me to deal with this tedious work, Commander, and do not trouble yourself. There is something about a child, and about the future of dragons. How very interesting. Perhaps this is a metaphor. Or maybe there is something immensely precious to dragons hidden behind this door. Something that is vitally important to their future and the future of the entire world. We stand on the brink of a great discovery. Planning on opening the door and taking all the treasure for yourself? So you distrust me. What a pity. Believe me, if I had a habit of swindling people, I'd be Lathamus, the court archaeologist, by now. Or something like that, instead of just Lathamus, the antiquarian. Besides, it will take all of my concentration to unlock this door, and I work better when I'm alone. Please, trust me like I trusted you. Fine, I'm leaving. Thank you. To be honest, I work better when I'm alone. I'll let you know as soon as I succeed. I promise not to enter the chamber without you. Well then, Lathamus. You punk. Loot. Oh, there is a substantial amount of loot here. Look at that. Wow, nothing too fancy. Quarterstaff. Longsword, but what's this? This is some falcata. And some kind of breastplate and some kind of shield. Ooh, what do we got here? Scroll. Talden firebrand. Ooh, firebrand. Is there any salty pork? Heavy shield, longsword, quarters, mithril, breastplate. Okay, nothing that's going to be better than what any of my characters have right now, but that's nice. So this is... We're going to go back out this way and look for any signs. Oh, there's some loot we missed. It says, I do like that about this game. It will say, you missed some loot. Okay. Because there's this area, and this goes up, and there's more spiders. You guys, let's just make this easy. Let's go kill him.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Oh, baby. Uh-oh, somebody got hit with poison. Oh, come on now. Socio. Heal.
Did you see that?
Alright, my friend. Let's see. What do we got for you? Whoa! Whoa! I suffered a crippling condition. And then I died. This game. I tell you, man. This game. Oh, it's a struggle just to keep going forward with it. Really? Okay. So, we're way back here. Okay. Well, fast forward through all this. I won't torture you. We'll get back to where we were. So, unfortunately, I thought I pressed the unpause button to finish that dungeon. There wasn't much there. Some spiders and skeletons and some unnoteworthy loot. Then I came back here to Dresden, and I did a little bit with the armies down here, and we killed some very powerful demon armies and took camp on the ferry. And I really wanted to show those, but unfortunately, the unpause button was not unpausing. There's a demon army down here. We got a few days to wait for it, and camp on the ferry. Now, I would like to take a minute to point anyone to this reference. So let me go make a note of it. Right, so you can find this guide on Steam's Play, and it is quite funny. The foreword reads as thus. This guide was written purely out of spite for the Crusade mode, which is a combination of Kingmaker's Kingdom Management mode and Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Much like Kingmaker's Kingdom Management mode, It felt like a massive disconnect from the main game and the drama found therein. Unlike Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the strategy is also very bland and uninteresting. Nonetheless, it is incredibly important to the game that you come to grips with the Crusade management mode, because the play in auto mode, which was not even originally presented, is to roll the dice and it will guarantee you are locked out of certain outcomes, such as the secret ending. With any luck, this guide will provide a safeguard for you, the player, from you, the player, pulling out your hair. Oh my gosh. So this guide is fantastic, and I'm looking for the person's name, but I can't find it. So to the person who wrote this guide, thank you. Because it is the one thing that tells you what to build and when. And so the author recommends that on Camp on the Ferry, this is one of the places where you want to build a teleportation circle when you can get it, and a citadel. So you can go in here, we can see how many, nothing is built yet. We have a fair number of finance points. So we can go in here and say, yes, we need to build a citadel. And you need to build the garrison archery range and barracks. They increase recruitment for the main archery. That is important. So build both of those recruitment buildings. Alchemist Lab provides plus 10 bonus energy for all generals, which is kind of nice. Hospital provides 5% bonus to infirmary size for all. Supply center grants you material points. So all these things, get it built up, get it expanded later on. Anyways, we'll build that for now. I'm a little sad that some of the stuff that I was recording there didn't make it because of the pause button fiasco. At any rate, yeah, back to our party. I don't necessarily want to go in there now. What is it? The price of knowledge, and in the cusp of the abyss, the time has come. We have to do this. Without knowing what this does, this feels like the thing that pushes you forward into the next chapter. So I don't really want to do anything with that. And then we still have Nenio's quest, which is unfortunate. And it's a little hard to tell here where we need to go. The core of the riddle, solve 4 puzzles. Okay. So here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to go in here. I'm going to go to, oh, great. Okay. I'm going to go to the exit, basically. But we'll go sell some stuff. I think we picked up some stuff we can sell to make ourselves a little lightweight here. Nenio is a character that by default is basically useless, and it's not Nenio's fault. The game putting these super high level demons at you that have super high spell resistance and tons of immunities to things like fire and electricity and cold makes it so that if you want to play any kind of evocation caster, you might as well just forget it. You're not going to hit them with anything. And so that's a bit unfortunate. I'm going to roll up here and go sell this stuff. So what I did with Nenio instead is basically turn her into Wojif. He's an Eldritch rogue, which is like the one class that I have. I have 1 level in this class. He's a rogue Eldritch scoundrel is what Wojif is. Basically, he's backstabbing and he's got some spells. Well, that's basically what I did with her. And we'll see that when I grab her. I'm just going to sell all this stuff. Let's see. A keen falcata. I don't know who would ever use that. Who on my team would ever use that? Nobody. So get rid of those things because they're friggin' heavy. All right, we're gonna roll here. I don't know that we can get much further on this, but we're gonna give it a shot. Emba. So let's do this. Area exit. And then the person that I usually swap out for is her instead. Her or him. She's got a couple spells, and I really like having her around. It does a lot of attack damage, of course. He's kind of major that way. I'm going to swap him out for Nenio. This is the team that I've normally been running with when I don't have Lan in there. So I'll show you what I did with Nenio. Not my favorite character, but not my favorite character for a lot of reasons, which is sad because I love foxes, but I find this character obnoxious and annoying. So what I did with Nenio is this. You see Dexcon Int. Arcane Trickster and a rolled Eldritch Scoundrel. So Arcane Trickster is a prestige class. It doesn't take too long to get into it. She's got a bunch of backstab damage and or sneak attack damage. And I just dual rapiers and said, hey, go to town. So this is how Nenio operates. Let's see. Her attacks 15, 10. Her attacks with the bows are great. 25, 25, 20, 15. That's amazing. My attacks are 21 and 16, 21 and 16. So his are pretty good. And, you know, she's meat shield. So fun. We're going to work our way down here to the core of the riddle. Can I do this? Core of the riddle. Okay. I'm not sure I have the pieces I need to do it, actually. So I don't have teleportation circles yet in enough places to be really helpful. Everybody's fatigued. And on the night watch, let's get Nenio. Oh, never mind. Socio, Nenio. Oh, what's going on here? Shift 1, you. Shift 2, you. Okay, it's UI again, just a little unintuitive from time to time. And we'll move on. Our abyssal corruption. Thankfully, we have a paladin with this. Which reminds me, have we passed another day yet? We have. So I'm going to see these, since I didn't get to show it because my pause button didn't unpause, we're going to fire off down here. All right, so I've had a problem putting this episode together. OBS has not been kind to me on a couple of occasions. We are going to keep progressing as much as we can. We have these demon armies down here. These are big armies. Very, very big armies. But we can't really progress until we can't progress Nenio's quest until we get down into here. This is the region where things... So I think we have to go fight that demon army. And then there's also... I don't see how we get to that tower. Petrified Library. I don't see a road to get there. So I'm going to go up here with these guys. I'm going to assume that, yeah, that just goes right. This goes across? Oh, it just goes right there to a dead end. Something might show up there later then is what I got to imagine. Okay. Well, in that case, where do we want to actually go to? We don't want to go to there. Stone maze, all that jazz. We have to get down to here, don't we? There's no doubt about it. We got to go down here. So these guys are going to travel in this direction and run out of movement points, and a new week has happened. And we can grab more people So obviously we want more marksmen. We want all the ones we can get. I'm going to grab these guys. I'm going to search here for more. I was hoping for more Death Knights or whatever they're called. We didn't get them. I can grab more of these guys. They're defensive ponies, really. So, but what they're going to do is, in order for that team to come down here, these guys are just going to go down here. You can see how many different groups you get over time. So, I think the thing to do then, probably, is have my group of people, my team, also move down here. Not 100% sure on that yet. Let's do skip day. Okay, so there's an army coming. Where's it at? It's a long way off still. It's going to have to work its way up here. Where are they going to go to? Are they going to go to there? Yeah, they are. Okay. Oh, no, not you guys. Frustrating. You guys. You go down here. So, this is unfortunate. This is going to kill a day. We got to come down here and fight these guys because I can't have them assaulting camp on the ferry. So, we're just going to skip a day, let them come up and take us, and then we're going to move back. It's tough when you can really only put together one army that's worth anything. What do we have here? Clavacus. I can get both of you guys. That hurt, but it didn't finish you off. What is this? Galblazy. Ook. Nalf. Okay, you got some. How many of you got touched there? Not too many. I'm gonna make you move. What are you gonna do? Buff? Some kind of weird buff? You got. Yeah, that guy stinks. I don't like him at all. I'm gonna do this again. Okay, that killed that one guy. That's what I was really hoping for. You guys kill that. You guys kill that. Hopefully we can completely recover all of our lost soldiers here. And is that going to do it? One left. It's going to move kind of close. Alright, I love it when there's rocks like this in the middle and you can kind of... Your losses, everybody was replenished. So that's good. Alright, so you folks. Demon Strikers. Yeah, now I need you to come all the way down here. 184, that's a lot. That's 3 days. 3 days travel time. Continue on. I wish there was a shortcut for them across there, but it doesn't appear to be. Alright, let's join forces. Reinforcements. Those guys are over 300. Those guys are over 6. That's nice. Continue on. Skip a day. I want you to come down here. Actually, go to right there. We'll take a look at which one of these armies we want to take first. We could be adventuring with our teammates, but you know. Demon army, that's got a bunch of undead and awful things with it, and this has got a bunch of peoples, so I think I'm going to go after that first one. Let's go see what this says. Okay, skip a day. And let's save the game. This wouldn't part of the game wouldn't be so bad if you could just take your time and do it. And we're gonna level him up. But these banners up here force you to keep moving. Everything that Owlcat does is to force you to keep moving forward. They did the same thing with Kingmaker, and I'm experiencing that now as I play Kingmaker side by side with this game. It's just frustrating. Your general has 5% bonus to energy recover per level of this feat. I like that. Okay, boys and girls. Go in here and crush. Alright, so we got critters. That killed one. That was nice. Okay, so you can kill all of those or get a lot of the plague horses out of the way. I'd rather take one creature completely off the board, because the rest of you guys aren't going to do that. So, I mean, it's nice to see them get that bonus there and get to toss it. But okay, you're right out front there, Sparky. Yeah. Oh, they took out 8 of them. That's nice. Okay, and you're going to do that. How many of these guys can you take? Not enough. But we're going to do that. It's going to run around us probably. Nope, it just attacked. Straight up attacked. Okay. I'm going to... Oh. So, that's not enough, and we can't get both of these guys. Can we? Oh, we did. Zapped him right out. Okay. I'm alright with that. The pack of sick and rabid beasts battled with unprecedented rage, driven by a sinister old man wearing the rags of a druid. The putrid smells emanating from his body sent the crusaders into convulsions. In a stentorian voice, he declared that all living things must die for new life to rise from the ashes and perpetuate the eternal cycle. On the face of the crazed fool grew hideous toadstools. He was finally slain with a blade. With all due precautions, his creepy crooked druid staff was handed over to the commander. And we get wicked dope. Man, wicked dope. So that's on the streets now if you want some. Come here. Psst. I got some wicked dope over here. Famous druid, Solemia. Yeah, okay. Well, that sounds interesting. What else does it do? Oh, the mere touch of the stuff problem. Why would I want that? Alright, so we're at the end of our rope there, which was unfortunate. We can't go any further. Okay. So what this tells me is this. Companion quest. It's not the last chapter to get rid of that. So this, though, to achieve victory, the commander and advisors needed to comprehensively modernize the war machine known as the Crusade. Every aspect is important. Okay. Maximize all Crusade stats. What does that actually mean? Alright, so this is what I think it means, is all these things have to be maxed. Logistics is not maxed. So, to max our logistics, we need to do some Crusade management. Let's see what we can do to max logistics, shall we? Reaches. Okay, so stash, what's this going to do? A group of soldiers who were following the trail of a demon they had defeated discovered piles of treasure in the cave where it had made its lair, but it appears that the demon was afraid of thieves and put horrible curses on every last coin. The curse of the Black Pearl. So they are all dangerous to touch. The warriors are not sure what to do with this questionable treasure hoard. Send it to the Nerosian to be destroyed. 4 war priests are recruited. And the morale reduces by 20. Remove the curses. Cost 75,000 7,500. Collapse the cave entrance. Decision with consequences. Or gift the treasure to the enemies of the crusade. Adds 4,000. Evil adds 4,000 diplomacy experience. But it's the evil option. I don't... okay. Collapse the cave entrance. Huh. Decision with consequences. What kind of consequences? I don't know. We can choose that. Find out. Inconvenient heroes. Some soldiers have won such glory on the battlefield that they are now worshipped by common warriors. A number of officers are concerned that the hero's popularity might shake the commander's authority. Suppress these cult of personalities. Crusade morale increases by 30, deducts 2,000 leadership experience points. Oh, isn't leadership what we need? No, we need logistics. Okay. Send the heroes to travel and attract new recruits. Yeah, let's do that. Enchanting the altar of the first retriever. Okay, choice effects. We get Zonkuthon's suffocating caress. 5 armor class. 5%. 5 arcane spell failure chance. Max dexterity is +8. The wearer suffers 2 penalty to attack rolls and constitution scores. Why would I want to wear that then? If they suffer any electrical damage, the armor becomes infused with electricity for the next round, and the wearer's attacks deal more electricity damage. Huh. Okay. And then it says, quicken spell. Casting a quicken spell is a swift action. You can perform another action, even casting another spell. Okay, so that's one option. Or there's this. Web Strider. 4 armor class. 5 arcane failure. This +3 padded armor is finally done using a bit of leather web's teeth, and it grants the wearer a +2 morale bonus to dexterity score. +3 enhancement bonus to armor class. The armor check penalty of magic armor is lessened by 1 compared to ordinary. That seems nice. I might want to wear that eventually. Shrouds of the Eternal Hunger. Gets +3 to saving throws against fear and nauseated condition. Whenever the wearer is attacked with a spell, the enemy must pass a will saving throw or become nauseated for one. They're always going to pass that, so that doesn't matter. I kind of like that middle one. All right, let's start that event. So, in terms of decrees, branch of the last ash, a detachment of valiant aristocrats will proudly accept the commander's nightly mission, seeking out and possessing the branch of the last ash, the location of which is shown on the map captured from the demons. Ooh. The knights will procure the Sarkorian relic. Sure. Paladin's redemption. 15 paladins are recruited. That's fine, but I need anything that's going to help with logistics. Which I don't have right now. So, distributing provisions. Okay. How do I improve my logistics? Let's find out. So it seems that these numbers just go up by playing the game. Now there are certain amounts that can happen via buildings and things like that. So, for instance, if you take a look at this, this has got a citadel, logistics plus 4,500. So, if we look at, stone maze, you can upgrade that. Okay. Which ones need the upgrades? What is this? Outpost. How do we choose which ones can be upgraded? Yeah, so you have to issue a decree, which apparently I did, which makes this upgrade as long as they've got 3 of the 4 building slots occupied. This one has built these 4. So, let's take a look at where we're going to want. Well, I can tell you right now. There are places where we're going to want some, like this one. Upgrade. The Lands of Yath Watch. There's a list of ones that you want to upgrade. so you can put arcane circles in there and fast travel. I have to get that list. Right, so this is interesting. This is a guide that I have mentioned before, but I don't know if it got chopped off when OBS decided not to work. And I want to quote this again because it's so funny. Yeah, so I was saying you can find this on Steam's Play, steamsplay.com. You just type that into Google and say Wrath of the Righteous, you'll find it. And he talks about the guide for Crusade management. This guide was written purely out of spite for Crusade mode, which is a combination of Kingmaker Kingdom Management mode and Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Much like Kingmaker's Kingdom Management mode, it felt like a massive disconnect from the main game and the drama found therein. Unlike Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the strategy is also very bland and uninteresting. Anyway, that guide, with that forward, has suggestions on where to build arcane outposts, arcane things. And he doesn't recommend the camp on the ferry for teleportation circles. And he doesn't recommend one there either. But I'm looking at this and thinking, man, I kind of want to build in those places. So, because I don't like my party having to move back and forth and over and over and over again. But anyway, this one is Gloomy Gorge. You can upgrade. So can I upgrade more than one, or can I just upgrade them all? That's the question. And this is Camp on the Ferry. I'm going to upgrade that one. I'm going to upgrade it. See what it says, Camp on the Ferry. Oh, Camp on the Ferry is one of the ones he says that you should build a teleportation circle in. So that's good. We just clicked on it. I got lucky there. Said the other ones are Castles of Desires, Villareth Fort Outpost, the Necro Grave. Okay, Camp on the Ferry. Well then, do we have Hall of Glory? Okay, reduces the cost of recruiting mercenary units by 5%. That would probably be Mercenary Guild. Increases the number of available mercenary units by 1. Okay. Let's see. Supply Center increases material points income by 3. Training Grounds, Warehouse, Watchtower, Teleportation Circle. Okay. Alrighty then. That. So I might put a Merc Guild here. Does it have? I don't really have adjacency bonuses. That's Kingmaker that I'm thinking of that has the adjacency bonuses. Let's build that. And I like this Hall of Glory. Reduces the cost. House battle horses and other mounts. Increases the recruitment growth for main stables. Okay. How much else do I have? Because this is what? A hospital increases your infirmary size. That might be necessary as we move along here. Materials points. Finance points and materials points. We have a lot, so why don't we just... Garrison Spellcaster's Lodge. Arsenal. +1 AC for all trainable units in adjoining buildings. Oh, well, that would have made sense to build it right there. Apothecary. +10% bonus to hit point for all trainable units in adjoining buildings. Ooh, okay. So this thing here, I could sell that. Yes, let's do that. Why can't it just immediately do that? I don't know. Yeah, because this +10% hit point for all trainable units in adjacent buildings, because these are the barracks and the archers. Oh, I like that. It's either that or +1 bonus AC. I think I'd rather have the hit points. Let's do that. Okay. So then the Mercenary Guild can go there. All right, let's build all that stuff. And then we're going to see if we can upgrade other forts. Because one of the ones way down here. Would probably be good to upgrade. Probably this one. Yeah, I can upgrade that one. Okay. Alright. So if we do that, let's do the same thing. I'm pretty sure I built all of these the same. This is garrison and archer range. So if you want to go in here and say apothecary, 10% hit points. Bang. Let's do that. Hospital. For all generals. Why would you not want to build that? It seems kind of... Reduces the cost of recruiting missionary units by 5%. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to build those. Got a bunch of build points, so... Well, I mean, they call them build points, I think, in Kingmaker. It's the same kind of thing. So... Treason Home. Wait a minute. So, what's it built? It's built 3 things. But it can't be upgraded. Okay, so I was able to upgrade 2. Okay. So, if I have another one of those decrees... Development. I don't have it. Royal Parade. So, when the Bastion Decree comes back up again... Which it will... Then I'll be able to upgrade. Okay. Alright. That kind of makes sense to me. Boy. Again... Yeah, it just wasn't very clear. Yeah, I know. That's the game. Okay, party. In that case, what I want my party to do is probably move down in this direction, maybe? Anyway, I'm going to have to cut this video off and do a bunch of editing to get it all to work. I'm going to apologize here at the end. I'm very sorry that certain parts of this video got cut out. There were things I wanted to show, but I'm glad those of you who watched the beginning saw it. Most important thing to me is I wanted you to know that I am still playing this game. Oh, and I didn't get my character set, so I'm still playing the game. I'm still giving it a chance. I'm trying to really focus on just the positive elements of the game and not worry about so much the negative and frustrating and disappointing parts of the game. So I'm forging ahead with this and Kingmaker at the same time. I rage quit Kingmaker when my kingdom got destroyed. The one and only time I ever tried to play the game, I got really far into the game and my kingdom got destroyed because of this repeated event that kept popping up and up, and I couldn't deal with it. I didn't understand how to do it. So Owlcat makes what could be a brilliant pair of games marred by really bad design decisions and a lack of clarity in too many features and quests. But the core of a great game is here. It's really interesting because they are making a game for Warhammer that's going to be science fiction. The trailer just came out last week. Like this, it looks fantastic. But like the joke I made on Twitter was, yeah, but then you're probably going to have to spend half your game time cleaning space toilets or something as some kind of maintenance feature that they want you to do. I really hope that they've learned from Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous and the complaints for the kingdom management system and the complaints for some of the quests and the lack of clarity in the game. I really hope they've learned from that experience, because if they have, their next game could be awesome. They have the backbone. They have the scaffolding. They have the artwork. They just don't have the gameplay entirely down yet. So we'll see. Thanks for sticking with me, folks. If you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave questions and comments down below. I will not be making a whole ton of these videos, but periodically I'll throw one of these in there so you can see what my progress is like in these games. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.